Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Targeted Individual. This is a brand new video, and I'm doing this video again because, the heavy handed targeting that I've been receiving lately, this past week, I should say, and last week was pretty intense also. So, today is the 16th, which is a Thursday. And yesterday, the 15th, I was driving on my way to go pick up my son from school. And I'm driving down Albany Avenue here in Brooklyn. And I get to Albany and Winthrop Street. Okay. Now, before I got to that intersection at the stoplight, I noticed there was a police car at the corner, or after the stoplight, the traffic light. And so anyways, I was driving and the light wasn't my light, so of course I had to wait for it to turn green. And then I noticed that two police officers came out of the police car, and they approached a white SUV. One officer on each side. The officer on the driver's side opened up the driver door, takes this guy out, and put him in handcuffs. So I'm like, okay, I've seen this before where they would constantly, do these street theater where people are constantly getting arrested in front of me, that sort of thing. So, I'm like, okay, so, it's nothing new anyway. So I get onto Martin Street, which is the block that my son's mother lives on, and his school is not far from there to look for park. But before I can get on the block, there was a car in front of me that had turned and couldn't go because there was a white van there. And I noticed there was a commotion. There was all these, as I look on the sidewalk, and I saw these police officers, plainclothes police officers, and they had this guy on the wall. And so one of the officers came and told the guy who's driving the car in front of me, he was driving a green, I think it was a green Infinity, and she told him to back up. So he backed up, and I was right behind him, so I was surprised he didn't tell me to back up. So anyway, I was like, okay, this is all part of the street theater. They're not coincidentally, but they're staging these events at at a time when they know that I'm going to be approaching or coming onto that street, right? So everything is coordinated. So anyway, so I pulled up behind the white van, and I noticed that none of the officers came over to me and told me to back up. So anyway, it's not as if they were reversing back to go onto Flatbush Avenue, which is at where I was at when I made that turn. So, um, one of the so anyway, so none of the officers came to tell me to back up or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm there waiting. So then finally they took the guy off the side of the building, put him in handcuff, and marched him right in front of me so I can see. Open up the van, and they put him in the police van. Now, before they put him in the police van, while they were walking him to the van, one of the police officers put his hands on the suspect's, the person who they had arrested, had in handcuff, on his jacket like this, with his palms facing out towards me. So it was like this, with his thumb just like this, right? I'm trying to get a good angle here because my hand is so that's a signal that they use, right? On targets, especially, a lot of women would do that to me. Not so much men, but a lot of women would do stuff like that. They will, put their hands behind their back with their palm facing towards me, with their thumb either sticking up or sticking down, right? And so anyway, I was finally able to get on the block, got parking, and I was talking to the super of the building. He was telling me that those were immigration officers or what have you. And I didn't think they were immigration officers because I didn't see any ice. They wasn't wearing any ice jacket or anything like that. These were NYPD, okay, and they just so happened to stage it right when they knew that I was coming onto the block, right? Because they had this guy waiting there. They had him on the wall for cause there was a bunch of people around wondering. I guess it was looking. Some guy had a cell phone on the recording, so I knew they had this person on the wall for a few minutes because they were actually waiting for me to approach. So anyway, today, which is the 16th, I went to pick up my son, and on the way back, I noticed these three gentlemen, white guys. They look totally out of place. Just the way how they were. So one of them lifted up his jacket, and he had a white envelope or white piece of paper sticking out of his back pocket. So I went to the store to get my son some candy, and as we coming out the store, um, they started walking in a direction I was going in. And then they stopped in the corner, and they were like a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of plainclothes police officers, and then they had some officers in uniform, and they were all just standing around at the corner, right? The corner that I'm supposed to be walking to and turning to. So I took up my camera and I started recording. And one of the white police officers in plain clothes, when he saw I started recording, he was about to put his hoodie on. But I guess it would look kind of suspect and obvious that they were targeting me. So he put his hands down, and then he just continued just standing there. So I walked across the street, and there was another police officer on the phone. And when he saw that I was recording, he turned around quick fast because he didn't want to be caught on camera. He didn't want his face to show up to be caught on camera. So he kind of did a quarter turn where I can see half of his face, and then he turns back around so I couldn't see the rest. So I just started walking, and I was like, these people are not going to intimidate me. So anyway, I got in the house, right? Go to upload the video onto YouTube, and I couldn't upload the video. YouTube would not let me upload the video. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? So when they are targeting us heavily, as targets, you have to look at your phone and see if you can upload onto YouTube if you're going to be recording, because chances are they would have, disable your ability to upload videos onto YouTube of them harassing you. And I know they're just standing there and they're saying, well, we're just standing here. That's bullshit. Believe me. What are the odds, right? If something was, all these police officers was there. As you can see in the video, they didn't have any they didn't have any suspects. They had a police van across the street. Nothing. Okay, so it's staged. And so I go to Ethan. Can you be quiet? So I go, like I said, to upload the video, and I can't upload it. But like I said, they may do whatever they can to prevent me from uploading my evidence of them, the psychological harassment. But I will find a way, like I said, to upload my videos, to do my shows, which they're constantly trying to prevent me from doing. And I will find a way. So the only way I can show this video is through my cell phone, through the webcam that I'm recording this at. So as you can see, this is where it says add detail. Okay, and you can see on the other side where it's supposed to say upload, there's nothing there, right? Now there's supposed to be an upload link that's there. There is nothing there, because the reason why they did that is because just in case I may have recorded them, I would not be able to upload the video as evidence. But anyway, since I can't upload the video, I'm going to play it.
Look at this, all right? These people, these perps who are police officers, why you go in the bag? Leave it alone. These perps who are police officers, again, intimidation. I'm going to pick up Ethan from school, and I came back. They're all at the corner, acting all slick, because I'm going to put them on camera, because that's what they are. Don't try to hide yourself. You see he's about to put his hood on. Well, we all know what they're doing here. Intimidation tactic. Look at them. These perpetrators. See, he turned himself. There you go. Yeah, turn around. You don't want to be seen on camera. That's what they do. Okay? They're stepping up their game of intimidation, but it's not going to work.
Okay, so the video is not long, and again, it's just for me to document my proof of the psychological harassment of what they've been doing. Okay, and again, this is a coercive persuasion program that is run by the state or state agencies, and the, the and the government, they all participate together uh, to try to silence targeted individual like myself and others from coming forward and exposing what it is that they're doing, especially the fact that we as TIs are non-consensual human experimentation. Okay, like myself, who has been microchipped for the purpose of on the research of remote neural monitoring. Okay, and I keep saying this, and people may look at this video and say, "Oh, these people are crazy," but trust me, we're not. Okay, how are they going to test out these technologies in the outside world? They can't do them in the mental institution. Okay, because if you, they can't do them in the prisons, right? They have to have subjects outside in the real world. Okay, and we are those subjects. All right, and they use the police as a form of intimidation to try to shut you up, to try to intimidate you, to send you subliminal message about being arrested. Me myself, they're always trying to send me subliminal messages about being deported. And I guess being that Donald Trump wrote this his immigration new this new immigration law, you know, they are going to be running that theme with me, I guess, all the time. But I am not intimidated. As you can see, I had my camera out, I recorded them. I am not intimidated. I know my rights, and I will contact the proper agencies such as the ACLU. There are many civil liberties groups across the country and here in New York who will represent me, you know, especially when they realize and they know what is being done. So, you know, if you think that you're going to be intimidating me, it's not going to work. All right. So again, you know, just documenting these things. You know, you can see how again, you know, I am not able to upload the video up to on YouTube because they have, I guess, changed the application to where I can't do it, or you know, someone on YouTube working with the police, because we all know Google, you know, there are infiltrators in Google and other, you know, social media sites, Facebook and all, that are police officers, FBI, you know, so you got to be very careful of who you accept friends requests from and stuff like that, because, you know, they're just trying to look at your page and spy on you. So this is the end of the video, okay? And hopefully I can upload this video when I open up my YouTube on the desktop. If I can't, I will find another way of uploading it. If I have to contact Google myself, I will do that until I get access to my account to where I can upload videos.